People love to talk about the importance of chasing your dreams and that once you do, every single thing is just going to work out for you in your favor and it's going to be beautiful. And you know what? I disagree. I do believe that we all have beautiful talents that should be shared with the world and unique gifts. But there's one thing that I feel like is often left out of the conversation that is incredibly important when it comes to chasing your dreams. And that's if you're ready to even handle them. Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea if you're new here, and I am currently building my dream talk show called CTRL+ALT+BEAT. I have been building this show for over a year with an incredible crew, and we've shot 2 episodes successfully so far, and we're shooting our 3rd one next week. Now, as I am building this show, I am learning some hard-ass truths about chasing your dreams and all of the lessons that it comes with and how much of a change it makes in your life and how much growth comes with chasing after something that is seemingly far away or being ambitious in general. And if I'm being honest, lately, a lot of the stress and I guess the lessons that I've been learning have made me question if I am ready for this show to even blow up, if I'm even ready for this to be super successful. So this is our 3rd episode that we are currently taping or prepping to tape, and I would say I'm the most stressed for this episode. I haven't been this stressed in a really long time, to the point where I am waking up in the middle of the night stressed about specific things about the show that I can't even control. Recently, my co-producing partner and director had to very bluntly and tell me verbatim that we are not going to do another taping if it's going to cause me this much stress and if I'm going to be a negative Nancy about it, which is so fascinating because typically I am a very positive person. But recently, for this 3rd episode, we decided we are going to sell tickets. For the first 2 tapings, for the most part, tickets were free, invites were free for the most part. And now we've decided that we're going to be charging everybody. That alone has given me great grief, has given me great stress. And I think a lot of it could stem from my fear that people don't think there's value in the show, so they won't show up if they have to pay. Another part of it is we didn't get to, I think, announce the next episode exactly when we wanted to, and again that caused stress for me because I was like, great, now like 2 people are going to hear about this next episode and we're going to have an empty audience. So those 2 things have been really on my mind, and they have taken over the fun and the joy out of this project. Now, if you know me in person, if you know me in real life, I am someone who's typically very positive, very optimistic, easygoing. I don't get very stressed or anxious, but this now, the stress that I have been feeling in terms of not having people in the audience and people not buying tickets has like bled into other areas of my life. And it really did take my business partner telling me very bluntly that if you cannot handle this right now, we're gonna put a pause on the show. And I didn't see it as that serious at the time. I saw it as, this is something that we're creating and we're putting a lot of energy and time into. It needs to work. It needs to work. We need to have people in the audience. Like, in my opinion, the stakes were just so high, but she really broke it down for me and was explaining that this is supposed to be fun. And it wasn't anymore. Like, she really was explaining that my focus should be on being a good host, because I am also the host of the show, and creating a good experience and creating a good episode and a really good interview. And my mind was everywhere else but there. And she was explaining, look, like, we're not in the event business. Yes, these are live tapings that we're doing for the show, but at the end of the day, this is a show that people will be able to watch back whenever they want. And if the show is crappy, it's not going to matter who's in the audience. And I think I thought in that moment I had to just like take a pause and be like, damn, like, girl, you're right. Like, when did me chasing my dream and doing something that I've always wanted to do become the number one stressor in my life? I'm not doing this because I want to be looked at as somebody who is super ambitious or somebody who can achieve certain things. Like, I started this show because I just genuinely wanted to connect with people, and I think I lost that during the process, which is why it's made me question, okay, am I even ready for this show to pop off? I was not having fun. I was stressed all of the time, and it was showing up in other aspects of my life to the point where it was just taking over, like a dark cloud or like a little shadow or something. Like, it was just taking over completely. But you kind of have to think about chasing your dreams in this way. Like, if I am now in the early stages, we're only on episode 3. If I am in the early stages and I already can't handle the idea or the thought of people potentially not being in the audience, or stressing about every other aspect of this show that I can't control, how the heck am I supposed to handle this show when things do pop off? How can I expect to function properly if there's a million people following this show and I'm now in the public eye and people know who I am? Celebrities and people and influencers and people in the public eye in general get criticized every single day about stupidness, and I see it online. I see how evil people can be and how mean-spirited they can be online, and if I can't handle the smallest idea of somebody not showing up to my show, of people, you know, maybe criticizing it or not thinking it's good, if that's where my focus is, imagine what the heck would happen to me when things do pop off and there are thousands of people saying that they don't like the show or criticizing or nitpicking me or whatever it might be. I would literally wither away. I would wither away. And the same applies to you and your goals and your dreams. If you are currently building something, let's say you have a business and you're getting complaints, you're getting unhappy customers, whatever it is, and in this moment you are saying this is too much for you to handle, you don't want to do this anymore, or somebody leaves you one negative review, I understand that it feels personal. It feels like a personal attack because these are like our babies that we're building and cultivating. I understand. But if you can't even handle one negative review or things not working out exactly how you planned, how are you supposed to be able to handle a very successful business that has thousands, if not millions, of customers? How are you supposed to handle multiple people maybe not having a great experience with your product or your service if now you can't handle two people being upset? Sorry, my eye is so itchy and I've been just like I've been holding it. But I am, no longer. Wow, sorry. Yeah, how are you to even handle this next level? If already right now in this moment when you're in the building stages, it's causing you strife and you're focusing on the wrong things, and that's something I had to realize for myself. So before you start complaining about not having every single thing that you want yet, about not being exactly where you want or not having your business or whatever it might be, your goals, exactly how you want them, ask yourself, if things were to change tomorrow, are you even ready to handle it? Am I even ready to handle it? And that's something, I'm not here to be pessimistic and say that you can't handle difficult things or that you don't deserve success or anything like that. It's nothing of the sort. I am also somebody building something right now that I really care about, but you have to take a moment because you will get engulfed in these things. And if you're not careful and if you're not aware of how your relationship is shifting with this thing, it will take over you. And then what the heck is the point at that point? You know what I mean? Like, why are we even doing what we're doing? Why am I working on this show every freaking day of my life? Putting all of my money, the bit of money that I make right now. Why am I doing this? Spending most of my time on this show if I'm not having a good time, if I'm doing it for the wrong reasons, if I'm worried about all the wrong things. My focus should be on creating a good show, on creating a good conversation, on showing up as a host. And the same applies for you. Whatever you are working on, whatever goals you're chasing, whatever dreams you're chasing, stop putting so much focus on the aspects that you can't control and develop yourself, develop your skills, develop your product or your business or whatever it might be. Become the best version of yourself so that as a result, it reflects in whatever you're putting out in the world. Sometimes we are so focused on being successful and getting to a certain milestone and a certain place that we forget that with the new level that we are hoping to get to comes new challenges. And if you can't handle the challenges at this current level that you're at, how are you to handle the challenges that will take up even more brain capacity and more emotions at the next level? You don't want to be that person whose dreams finally come true, who is finally presented with an opportunity and then sabotages it because they were not ready to handle it. You don't want to be that person because you didn't do the work on yourself and your mindset when you were in the building stages before things popped off for you. Again, I am not here to criticize you guys or to make you feel like you can't handle things in life. I know we are never given more than we can handle. I do believe that. But sometimes you got to take a step back and ask yourself what your focus is and why all of your energy is going towards that. Do not be that person who is presented with an opportunity and then can't handle it because you did not do the work. And I know you can do it. I have so much belief in you. Let's just be a little more aware, and I'm talking to myself here as well. Let's just be a little more aware of where we're putting our energy and if it's really benefiting us or if it's serving us in any form. Anyways, I'm wishing you endless success and belief in yourself. If you haven't already, subscribe, maybe leave a comment down below, maybe follow me on Instagram. Everything's in the description. Yeah, thank you for spending your time with me. I will see you in the next video. Bye.